Crunchyroll done messed up. They messed up big time. As you can see here on screen, this is official court documents of Crunchyroll and Sony illegally selling your information to third-party companies, Facebook, Google, and Adobe. And a link to this document will be in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Link to this article as well if you want to read this full article, look at it, or send it to anyone. I'll have a link to this. And I was wanting to go to bed, but this news dropped late tonight, and I was just like, okay, my post is also making waves. Let's just get all this information in one place. Let's discuss it. So, what's happening? What's going on? What, etc. Well, first things first, I'm just going to say, me making this video is probably going to burn any potential possibility of having a bridge with Crunchyroll. I'm just going to be honest. If there's any way I would ever have a potential possibility of, let's say, getting sponsored by them or whatever, that's effectively dead for me even wanting to make this video or posting it. But I'm someone that feels like people should hear the truth and shout the stuff out and let you know what they've done. That's just it. So basically, I'm giving up potential sponsorships and stuff from Crunchyroll to make this video. But I will do what I must. So, what happened here? Well, Crunchyroll sold your private information illegally. Now, if you're someone that has, let's say, registered an account with them, streamed, or otherwise used the Crunchyroll website or app, are eligible for a payment. For instance, you're eligible for a $30 payment, or the exact amount yet to fully be disclosed, but basically, damages. It is damages payment for people that have had their stuff just sold. And to be fair, $30 is still very minimum to what damages technically kind of have been done to a degree with private information. You know, if you put your address, link to your account or whatever, you know, all that stuff just got leaked out, so to speak, to, you know, other third-party sites. So it's not necessarily good. I don't think $30 is enough to really just kind of quell the damage they technically have done to individuals throughout, you know, the world. But anyways, this lawsuit only handles U.S. citizens, which I think is messed up, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. There's stuff that can be done with that. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't really say exactly the whole extent of how court systems will work in other countries. But regardless, if you are a U.S. citizen and you have all the above or any of these, like registered, streamed, or otherwise, you can actually file a claim here to get money. So I'll have this linked also in the description if you want to click it. So you can once again see why I already said I'm definitely going to be burning a bridge if I have a bridge with Crunchyroll for even making this video. But let's get a little bit deeper. So this court document, as you can see here, basically, it showcases what happened. Sony and Crunchyroll, you know, they had a settlement in court to pay out people because of the damages of selling private information to Facebook, third parties, and Google and Adobe, as you can see here, without permission in violation of the Video Privacy Protection Act. So, yeah. Now, this stuff has also been cooking for a while, as you can see here. Like, this stuff has been happening since, like, last year, like, September and stuff. There's stuff here that says in October of last year. So, this is definitely a court case that's kind of been going on behind the scenes for a while. It finally became public knowledge as of recent. There's been people that's even been posting in my tweet here I made that said that they actually got an email that was in their junk email and other emails and all that saying that they, you know, can file a claim. And people thought this was fake or whatever, but apparently it's actually legit. So, there is confirmation from multiple people. Yeah, there is like even emails going to people's accounts saying, yeah, you can file a claim. So just definitely a lot going on here. But so what does this actually do? What information did they truly give out, and what does this matter in the grand scheme of things? Well, regardless if it matters or not, it's hell of illegal, it's very shady, and it's just like, it goes to show that Crunchyroll or Sony having such a monopoly on the anime industry of, like, owning Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Right Stuff at this point, it's not good. Because, like, even if you theoretically wanted to boycott Crunchyroll, and you still wanted to legally support anime, you don't really have many options. You don't. So most people are obviously going to turn to piracy to watch anime, especially after this. This is going to give people that, you know, are all about pirating, etc., fuel to the fire, so to speak, and say, yeah, you know, pirate's the only way. And in a way, you can't really fault people for saying that when a company can't even have integrity to not sell your information. Makes sense. You can't really argue with that one. But, let's get back on topic. The point of the matter is Crunchyroll sold our information, and the information could vary. It obviously varies from the different algorithms of, like, what you're interested in terms of genres. It can probably range to where you kind of live in your location, and if there's any ads that might could target you in that region. There's multiple things that this can, be associated with. Them selling this information to third-party sites, is just where you can have targeted ads towards you, all these different type of things. And, I mean, let's be fair here. A lot of companies do this. I believe Facebook actually had a lawsuit about this a while back. Companies nowadays, information is power. Selling information to ads, ad providers, and all that is really lucrative and a lot of money. And so Sony and Crunchyroll wanting to do this, they stand to make money even if it was illegal. Which, let's get into that, okay? So basically, we'll probably never know the numbers, and we don't know necessarily if this $30 payout to individuals technically will be damaging to the company or not, because we got to imagine if Crunchyroll and Sony really did do this, because I want to state this is a settlement. I believe this means it's allegedly they did these acts, so technically it isn't 100% confirmation that they did sell your information, but for Sony to go out of their way and do this settlement, it means that there could have been more information dug up, so they just wanted to handle this situation and sweep it under the rug as quick as possible, because let's be fair here, most people that probably got the email for the claim probably thought it was junk or a spam and are going to completely disregard it, so Sony probably played a guessing game, probably saying, like, most people are not even going to probably claim money, because, they're going to think it's a scam or something, and there's not going to be a lot of coverage on it, because it's not really a public thing that everybody knows about. So, at the end of the day, they kind of get a slap on the wrist for making a lot of money for selling people's information to these other companies. So, I wonder exactly, even if hypothetically thousands, let's say 20, 30,000 people do this, okay, for US users, I wonder if they still made more money out of just selling private information than just, like, having to pay these few thousands, or, 10 to 20,000 people. I'm legit curious. But, anyways, the point of the matter is Crunchyroll did, obviously, quite, shady stuff here. It's still gross. It is legitimately gross to see just Crunchyroll doing this, just, like, selling people's information. It's just like, bro. It's the beginning of just, like, what I talked about in my previous videos about Sony and Crunchyroll and all that, and how bad it is for them to have kind of just such a monopoly on the culture in the West. It's just ridiculous. But, yeah, official court documents, as you can see here. I'll have this all linked in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. And once again, if you are a U.S. citizen and you fall into these categories, do use the claim form. You should. Free money. Free money's free money. That's all I'm going to say. $30 is $30. You can go get yourself a McDonald's or something, or a Chipotle. Give whatever you want. But anyways, y'all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Be safe, stay healthy. Like the video to spread the awareness of this video to other people to be able to see, because this is obviously very important, and it's very clear Sony and Crunchyroll want to sweep this under the rug and not allow a lot of people to see this. But be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.